If you've ever played a trading card game before, you know just how expensive it can be. Between opening sealed products, hoping you'll get the exact cards you're looking for, or paying for individual cards off of websites like TCG Player, trading card games can be an extremely expensive hobby. Unfortunately, the case isn't much different for the One Piece trading card game, with many of the meta decks being comprised of high-priced staple cards and many of the best-looking cards being locked behind a paywall. The hobby can get expensive quite quickly. For many card game enthusiasts, this drives a wedge between the desire to be competitive and the health of their bank accounts. But just like our future king of the pirates, we have to start somewhere. That's why I'm going to be taking on the challenge of starting from a singular One Piece TCG starter deck with a weekly budget of $10 to go towards upgrading my deck and $5 going towards weekly tournament entry. Do you think I'll be able to manage the challenge of taking down my local competitive scene? Or will the restriction of playing on a budget have a greater impact than we can even imagine? Let's find out. Welcome to Budget Pirate Progression. Welcome back, Pirates, to episode number 10 of the Budget Pirate Progression series. This week we're taking it a little bit different. We're heading down to locals for our pre-release event for OP10. This does go outside of our normal budget, being $10 to upgrade our deck and $5 going towards tournament entry. Tonight's entry is going to be $30 because we get 5 or 6 packs of the newest set before it even is released in stores. And on top of that, we have a chance to play for some promo cards. So we're going to see what we can do tonight. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to see me forgo next week's budget to be able to afford this, or if you want today to be excluded from our normal budget progression. You want me to keep these cards that I get tonight separate from anything that we end up getting for the series. But without any more stalling, we got to head down to locals to be able to catch the pre-release event. That way we're not late. Catch you in a minute. Alrighty guys, we just got to locals. We are having our pre-release this week, so it is going to be a sealed format. I was able to borrow a Bonnie leader, so we actually have a chance going into sealed this week. I'm going to try and get as much footage for you guys as possible. Hopefully I can find a spot that will give me a good enough angle for you guys to get some pack opening footage, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hopping straight into the pack opening portion of the video to be able to construct our deck for the pre-release event. And we are going to see what we can use to give ourselves the best chances here. We have Nico Robin, Isho, San Juan Wolf, Punk Hazard, Fighting Fish, Saint Homing, Very Rare Pistol, Mocha, and Hack, Usopp Leader, Frankie, and Smoke Sanji. Couple good hits for the first pack. Got a 2K in there, a blocker, a couple vanillas, Kinemon, Rock, Frankie, Scotch, Scratch Manapoo, Yola, Kinemon, Smoker Leader, Roronoa, Radio Knife, and a Dawn card. And I just ripped through these, being able to give myself the most amount of time to build a deck from it, so a couple of these cards go fast. Buffalo, Hadruden, Perona, Zoro, Usopp, Lan, Rhino, Caribou, Ryuma, another event, and Monet. Most of the events don't end up getting used just because they're very situational or need a leader with a very specific typing. Diamante, Heat and Wire, Muchi, Little Black Bears, Usopp, Brook, another event, Nami, Caesar Clown, Virgo, and super rare Doflamingo. Not too expensive during this pre-release event, and I never ended up seeing it during the event, but not too bad. Punk Hazard, Perona, Diamante, Saint Homing, event, Zoro, Scotch, Zoro, Chopper, UFO, Monkey D. Luffy, and secret rare Trafalgar Law. Nice little hit to add to the binder there. Let's see what we can get for this next pack here. Last pack of the set. Bartolomeo, Brook, Clone Soldier, Nami, Cavendish, Usopp, Fighting Fish, Godthread, Kinemon, Law, Luffy, and another event. So we're going to go ahead and use this to construct our deck. Got Doflamingo, Hadruden, 1 copy of Cavendish, Nico Robin, 2 copies of Zoro, Diamante, we have 2 copies of that, Nami, Bartolomeo blocker, San Juan Wolf, Isho, Perona, Caribou, Buffalo, Hack, Frankie, Fighting Fish, Zoro, Ryuma, Heat and Wire, Mocha, Brownbeard, Brook, Zoro, 2 copies of Kinemon for the 2K, a copy of Muchi, Giola, Monet, Clone Soldier, 2 copies of Scotch, Dragon number 13, Godthread, couple events here. Couple edits to the deck are made throughout the event because it's a sealed event, allowing us the freedom to change cards as we go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we just got done with round one. My round one opponent was playing RP Law as their chosen random leader for Sealed. They told me it was their first tournament, so the game went a little different than a normal game during these types of events. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of learning to be done, especially at these types of events. Had a good time. I ended up taking the win, so we're heading into the next round in just a minute here. See you in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopping into round two here against Anel, I'm going to tap 2 Dawn and play out Monet to be able to give us some advantage later on, and I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn. Opponent going into his 3 Dawn turn here, he's going to tap 2 Dawn and play out character, and I do have to remind him that he plays out characters untapped. He is newer to the game, so this was something he wasn't too aware of. He's going to swing 6 into lead here, and I'm going to take. Going into my next turn here, I'm going to draw for turn, and I'm going to play out my Dawn, and we're going to go ahead and tap 4 Dawn, play out the Buffalo, a strong vanilla, and I'm going to use Monet's ability to give 2 rested Dawn to my leader, and I'm going to swing 7 at lead. One's going to think for a second here, and it looks like he actually wants to counter out of it, but he is going to end up taking it. Going into his next turn, 5 Dawn turn here, he's going to play out Jesus Burgess, essentially a 5/6 vanilla given the restrictions of it, and then he's going to think about if he wants to swing here, and he's going to go 5 into leader. I'm going to give him a 1k counter. That's all he can do, so I'm going to go into my turn here. We are going into 6 Dawn, so we are going to look at what we can do. We're going to rearrange the Dawn. We're going to swing 6 into lead with Buffalo. He's going to give a 2k counter. Oh no, he has 2 1ks because he forgot he had to go above the swing. I'm going to go ahead and tap 5 Dawn, play out Diamante for a 5/7 vanilla. Monet's ability, going to give 2 rested Dawn to my leader and swing 7 into lead. Opponent's going to go ahead and take there. Heading into his next turn, he's going to play out Nico Robin, a big vanilla, and he's going to attach 1 Dawn to his leader. He's going to swing 6 with Jesus Burgess. I'm going to use leader ability and tap his leader. Not something that he was aware of when it comes to sequencing. He did know my leader ability, but he just didn't know how sequencing worked. I'm going to go ahead and counter 2k. Then heading in my next turn here, I'm going to swing 7 into lead. He's going to take. I'm going to tap, I believe that's 6 Dawn for Cavendish, have another big vanilla on board. Monet ability, give 2 Dawn to my Diamante. I'm going to swing 9 into Jesus Burgess, be able to try and clear his board. He's going to block out of it, and I'm going to swing 5 into lead. He's going to go ahead and give me a 1k counter, and then heading into his next turn, he's going to play out a Frankie for 6. 6/8 vanilla is a good stat line in events like this. So he's going to think about what he wants to do here. He's going to swing with Nico Robin, and I am going to rest the Jesus Burgess with leader ability and take the hit. He's going to swing 5 in the lead. I'll give him a 1k counter, and he's going to pass it over. Heading into my next turn here, I believe this is my 10 Dawn turn, and we are going to look to push for game. So I'm going to swing 9 into lead. He's going to take it, and he's going to pitch 1 for leader ability, add another life. Going to swing another big 9 into lead. He's going to think about if he can counter out of it, but he has to take, and then I'm just going to swing the rest of it into lead for game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished up with round 2, just finished up playing against Anel. I ended up taking the win again. We have one more round tonight. We're only doing 3 rounds, and all people that go undefeated will get the winner buggy promo, as well as some other consolation prizes on top of that. I will record up round number 3 and catch you guys after round number 3.
Round number 3, I'm going to swing 5 into lead, starting off the 3 Dawn turn. He's going to give me a 1k. I'm going to tap 3 Dawn, play out the Brownbeard. He's going to tap 3 Dawn on his 4 Dawn turn, play out Jewelry Bonnie, tap out 1 Dawn for the Scratchman of Pooh to give blocker. Then he's going to swing 5 into lead here. I'll give him a 1k. Going into my next turn, I'll swing 6k into lead because Brownbeard's the only character with 6,000 or more power. He's going to give me a 2k. I'm going to swing 5k into lead, and he's going to give me a 1k. I'm going to tap my Dawn, play out a Diamante. Heading into his next turn here, he's going to tap 2 Dawn, play out the Killer, and he's going to attach some Dawn and swing because Sanji gives it rush. I'll take it. I'll swing 6 into lead here, and I'm thinking about if I want to take it, but I'll use 2 1ks. Go into my next turn, tap 4, use an event to be able to rest the Bonnie and then KO the Killer. And then my next play here, I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to swing 6k with Brownbeard, giving him the boost. He's going to block out of it. Then I'm going to swing 7 with Diamante. He's going to go ahead and take, I'm going to go 5 into 4 into his Bonnie. And he's just going to go ahead and let it go. I'm going to tap 2 Dawn, going to play out a blocker. Into his next turn here, he's going to tap 5 Dawn, play out the Eroge to give it Rush. Another big vanilla on the board. He's going to attach 1 Dawn to lead and swing for 6. I'm going to use leader ability, tap the Eroge so he can't swing with it even though it has Rush. Then I'm going to go ahead and think about if I want to block the swing here or, yeah, we'll give him the blocker. He's going to tap Dawn and play out a blocker himself. I'll swing 6 on my next turn. And he's going to go ahead and take. I'm going to swing 7 at him. He's going to go ahead and take as well. I'm going to go another 7 into lead, put him in a very awkward position here. He's going to go ahead and counter out of that, and then I'm going to tap 6 Dawn to play out 6-8 Cavendish, pass the turn over. He's going to go ahead and play a 5-7 Nami, give it Rush, and then thinking about how he wants to split his Dawn here, he's just going to swing big 7. I'm going to use leader ability to rest the Eroge. I'm going to take the swing into life. He's thinking about how he wants to use the remaining Dawn. He has 1 blocker up and very few cards in hand at this point. He's going to attach some Dawn and swing 7 into the Brownbeard. Brownbeard will go down. In my next turn here, I'm going to swing 9 into the Eroge. He only has 2 cards in hand here, so he is kind of pressured for what he wants to do. He's going to use 2 Dawn, play out an event to be able to give a boost to himself and minus power onto my character. And then I'm going to tap some Dawn, and I'm going to play out the Heat and Wire. This will rest his blocker and put me in a better position to swing at his board because he only has 1 card in hand. Thinking about how much Dawn, I'm going to swing 7 into the Eroge, try and get that last card out of hand potentially. But he is going to think about it for a minute and give me the Eroge. Then I'm going to attach the rest of my Dawn and swing big into the Nami, just to be able to clear out his board, give him no chance to be able to clap back on the next turn. Passing it over, he's going to tap some Dawn and play out the Sabo. He's going to go ahead and give it Rush, and then he's going to attach some Dawn onto it and swing big into life. I'll go ahead and take here. He's going to think about how he wants to split the last of his Dawn. He's just going to put it all onto leader and swing at me. I'll take it, knowing that I have a chance to beat him next turn. I'm going to swing 5 into lead because he has, I believe, just 1 card in hand at this point. I'm going to go ahead and swing 7 into lead, knowing that 2Ks are very few here, so he would have to give me both cards. He's going to take, and at this point, I'm going to go a big 11 into lead. He's going to have to block out of it, and then I'm going to throw the rest on Heat and Wire for the game, because I know he won't be able to get out of this. And that's round number 3 in our favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished up with round 3. We ended up playing against Red Sanji. It was a great game. There was a lot of back and forth in that game, but we ended up taking it down for the channel, so I am 3-0 tonight. That is the last round. We have enough prizing here to be able to hand out quite a few of the winner packs and the winner buggies. So we ended up getting ours tonight. I'll record the rest of the prizing that we got once we get back home. Catch you guys in a few. Well, Pirates, we just finished up week number 10 of the Budget Pirate Progression series. We were able to make it out with our release event buggy. We're going to be able to stick this into our binder to be a little trophy for us moving forward. But we have those packs that we got to crack open for you guys still. And I don't want to do any more stalling than I normally do, so we're going to just break right into that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 3 Royal Blood OP10 release event packs, our 2 packs of OP10, and of course our release event winner buggy here. We are going to leave the release event winner buggy and the Trafalgar Law up here in their sealed packaging. I do want to keep them as tonight's trophy to be able to look back and say that this was our first sealed event win on the channel. So we're just going to keep these guys sealed up here while we continue to open our packs. We're going to start off with the release event packs here. Every pack does come with 2 stamped release event cards. Let's see what we can get here. Got a Frankie and Sengoku. Got a better rip on that one. Got Barrier Pistol and a Ryuma.
best rip, but not the worst either. Looks like we got a Bellamy and a different Frankie, Chopper Frankie. So we'll set these off to the side while we go ahead and open our packs of OP10 here. We have 2 more packs. Let's see what we can get. We have a Kinemon, Inazuma, Bartolomeo, Fighting Fish, Rhino Schneider, Edward Newgate, Treble, Room, Baby 5, Jewelry Bonnie, Searcher Luffy, and Alt Art Doflamingo. That is a beautiful hit. I don't believe it's one of the more sought after cards in the set, but that will look great going into the binder. Maybe we can look to trade it towards something else that'll help out our progression series. That is a beautiful hit there. Let's see what we can get for pack number 2. No leader pack, so no spoilers. Nico Robin, Druden, Perona, Frankie, Moki, Little Black Bears, Usopp, Brook, X-Drake, Koala, Cavendish, great Dressrosa card, and for our final hit, Divine Departure. Definitely can't complain being able to pick up that Alt Art Doflamingo as well as our release event winner Buggy. These 2 will definitely be going into the trade binder moving forward. I'm going to catch you guys here in a second to recap everything that we talked about so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far in the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out and lets me know that you want me to continue doing this series. This week, we are walking away with our release event winner Buggy and an Alt Art Doflamingo card that we can either choose to separate from our budget pirate progression stuff, or we can choose to throw it in and forgo next week's budget. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see and if you guys have any tips moving forward. But that's the end of week 10. I'll see you guys next week.